What's up, guys? This
Yeah,
is Senior Fell-Handed, and today we are going to have some hold down training. If you are not privy to how hold down is done, then this is the video for you. We're going to look at both sides of the equation, what it looks like through the gun scope and what it looks like to your enemy. I should have put you on the other team, Rob. Yes, I was kind of looking at this thing. Wargaming hasn't taken it back yet. I think they forgot, but I won't tell if you don't. He is like really, really bright red.
So bright.
It is.
That's how camo works.
Let's
it
head to
blinds
E9.
everybody who looks at it.
In the area of E9.
To the hairy areola.
I think
E9.
there is a good spot over here.
Yes.
Where's a good spot at?
That ridge here along the road. I think you can work this side here, maybe.
Are you talking about, I know the one you're talking about, yeah, right there.
It's hard to say though, it might be a little steep for
Yeah,
these
I tell you what,
things.
everybody, follow me, because I don't want to show you guys hold down on something where you have to have a very specific tank. Because that's just no fun. And you know, this tank actually isn't slouching on depression, but you know. Okay, let me get, I would say the Reds, but I'm red to you guys. Let me get the T-32 and the Panther over here. Right in my position. And Rob, you and I are probably going to post up around G8.
Okay.
Now, we don't want to get behind any bushes because I know I don't have a crew in this thing, but, you know, we may actually lose sight of one another. It happens. There's a little drop-off over here somewhere. This whole little hill is sloped. See, that's not bad, but they're pretty good in cover, but they can see me. And I'll show you guys what the difference is.
Pretty good.
I'll show you guys, you know, what it looks like, you know, when you're out of cover, when you're in cover. Okay, so first and foremost, guys, just stay right there, Nacho. What you want to do is you always want to go through your sniper scope, just like I'm doing. Okay, now, ideally, in a perfect world, you would want the bottom of the reticle to touch the bottom of the ground. In other words, if you pull the trigger, you are 100% guaranteed your shot's not going to derp and hit the ground. But in this case, if we aim dead on, we have an excellent shot at the side of Nacho's tank. Now, Nacho, what can you see of my tank?
Nothing at the moment. Let me pull up in front of this tree.
Oh, hold on.
I can see your turret.
Oh, okay. I thought I was off your radar.
No, I can see almost just below your the top of your hull too.
Gun loaded.
It's the very top.
Okay. Perfect. Now, yeah, I really should have put you and I on separate teams, Rob. What? Yeah, I should have done it. Now that okay, so here's what I'd like you to do, Nacho. Back up, because right now I can see almost your entire tank, and I want you. You don't have to stay in that area. Jet is actually in a fairly good depression, and what you're looking for, guys, is enough slope to where you can pull up and fire without having to absolutely bottom out your gun. Does that make sense?
Yes.
Now, it's important
Yep.
that when you're in this position, Malinovka, or Proc, no, Proc, that's where we normally, Malinovka, that's where we normally do it. Sorry, it just came to me. My mind's going like 100 different places at once. Anyway,
Enemies looking right at us.
it's important to know the weak spots in a tank's, given area. The hatches, what you can hit, what you can pin, on average. Look at me, Nacho. You're in a kind of good area. The only downside is, well, I can hit your side, but it's more than likely going to bounce just simply because of your angle. Okay, so you're good. Now, Jet, is there any way you can get down lower?
Not here.
Yeah, well, if you have to move, that's fine. Just as long as you can get into cover. Quick thing.
Spotted us.
Do you guys know how to move your camera around without moving your turret?
Yeah.
Everybody
hold-
knows?
The right. Yeah.
Yep.
Go ahead and say it so everybody hears it.
Hold the right button down, spin around with the joystick.
That's it. Exactly right. Hold the right shoulder down and move the camera around. And this, it's not necessarily going to show you in this case exactly what's what as far as your hold down, but it's very good for just a general situational
Dropping
awareness.
target.
Now, Jet, can you actually shoot me at all?
Yeah, I got your commander's hedge.
Perfect. Okay. And Rob, you are the same hold down? You're in good position, yes?
So far, yep.
Okay. Alright, I'll tell you what. You go ahead and stay in that position,
They've spotted us.
and then you two guys get the first shot. You fire on Rob. I'm just going to come over here to your side of the fence here. Go ahead, you guys get first shots. Fire away. I'm just going to check, make sure everything's fine. And this is why we, end up running a lot of APCR in training, because that's what's going to be getting thrown at you more often than not.
Shoot, Nacho. Shoot.
Oh, you're waiting for me to shoot?
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's when I said you guys
Yeah,
go
both
ahead
of
and
us.
shoot on him. Fire on him.
Alright.
Oh, you're perfect, Rob. You're literally perfect. So, guys, this is what it's going to look like. Now, Rob is doing something that I showed him a long time ago that maybe next episode we'll get into. Right now, I just want to get the concept of being hull down. Now, there's a few different ways to go about this, okay? Rob has a crunchy turret, okay? And you kind of have to know the difference between your crunchy tanks and your thin-skin tanks. Like you possibly couldn't get away with doing this with the Panther, depending on what somebody's firing, so you just have to be cautious. You can do this with heavies. You could even do it with some lights. So just keep that in mind. But when you're in a thin-skin tank, Bat Chat, Leopard, whatever, the goal is not to get hit at all, which is a totally different animal. You kind of have to be a little bit faster on your feet, and it's going to be difficult in a setting like this to not get hit. I was like, how should I say it? And the simple reason is in a 15v15, your typical pub matches, a good medium player is going to wait for that opportunity to where he can pull out, he can fire, and he can pull back in with impunity. So, good shot, Rob. So that's the difference, because here's the thing. They know this guy's going to pull up. They know this guy's going to fire. There's no mystery in it. But you know, you kind of have to use those tactics a little bit differently if you're, you know, in a thin skin medium. So that's kind of why we always go crunchy at first, and we don't do a whole lot of thin skin ones, simply because, you know, that given situation. Now, the way Rob is right here is absolutely perfect. And you see, guys, he's doing the same thing we do in our side scrape videos. He's moving non-stop. The only time he stops is to take a shot, and sometimes he doesn't stop all the way for it to scope in. He's on the defensive. So just, you know, something to keep in mind. I couldn't even see Jet here because he was in the bush. And see, as far as the weak spots go, they're more or less the same. You can really only, you know, connect with that commander's hatch in the Type 59 versus the T-32. You can really only connect with the commander's hatch. And the reason I like to do mediums for hold down is simply because it kind of adds that mobility factor into it, because without it, you're just going to be a setting target. I don't want anybody, any of my proteges, to ever plan on being shot. That's why I always preach medium and light tanks. I'm stepping off of the soapbox now.
Alright.
Give me that snout. Somebody's spamming high X.
No.
Does your gun just only give 57 damage a shot?
I ran out of APCR.
I understand, it happens.
I only carry so much on this.
So what we'll do, guys, is we'll have this as an introductory course, and then the next video we'll do Malinovka, and I will show you guys the more advanced stuff.
So that's heat. Heat rips through you like it's, you know, paper.
That's
but the
why
APCR was having a harder time.
Yeah, that's why he wasn't using APCR to kind of help you with, or heat, excuse me. You know, since they buffed that thing, it's really ridiculous. Because, you know, it's these 10s now. It's a very good tank. I'm very happy with it. The first time they did the buff on it, or when they released it, you got a little bit better gun, but now, you know, it does 390, same as a tier 10 medium. So, yeah, I'm very happy with it. Back to training.
Yeah.
So, Jet, you know, here is new to this whole hold down business, but he still has that. That movement in there that I keep telling everyone to do, even from the hold down. And you guys, you never want to stay still. Period. You always want to move. You always want to get out there. You never just want to be a stationary target. I mean, I don't care if you're side scraping. You need to move.
Twice.
Zoe, what
Twice
is
I
wrong
hit
with
his
you?
commander's hatch. Or the viewport.
These guys are dragging this out, but that's okay. I can't take her out right now, honey. You guys are going to run out the clock here if we're not careful.
Alright, let's get serious.
I'm
If
charging.
you gave me
30
another minute,
seconds.
honey, I would be good. Good shot, Rob. Good shot.
Ah.
Good shot.
Great job, man.
Okay. Okay, so here's what we'll do. Oh, yes. Thanks for watching, guys. Don't forget to subscribe. I totally forgot my outro. See you guys next time.